spare key outside their house. Is he go keep that part in there? But anyways, y'all, PSA 2, do not leave. Hello, my chat partners. Welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Dionne. Please subscribe to my channel and to my returning chat partners. I really appreciate you guys' support. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone has been having a great week, month, year so far. So today, guys, I decided to do a review video. And this particular movie I saw the other day, I feel like I need to talk about it. And I have my special guest here. Hey, it's Miracle. She actually watched the movie with me, and so we are going to discuss the movie Soft and Quiet. So Miracle, let me offer you some water, and I need some water too because, yeah, just in case we get parched, I am hot. And I think one of the reasons why I'm hot is because this movie made me hot and mad when I was watching it. So yeah, that might be why I'm sweating, because I'm thinking about this movie. It's on Netflix. And she was telling me about the movie. She was like, I want to watch this movie. I saw people talking about it on TikTok. And the main character is Emily. And Emily is a kindergarten teacher. Yeah. And as she was walking out, she seen like this Hispanic, I guess, lady that was a janitor walking past. So she walked past her. She turned back and gave her a dirty look. So that's already one red flag. And walked out and saw this little kid. So his mom was looking for him and stuff. And then she was like, oh, like he went in there to defend himself because he was walking and he could have slipped because that woman was mopping. But she made up a lie because he was already outside and then the woman was mopping. So she prejudiced and she lied to the boy's mom. Come to find out, to make a long story short, this lady was racist. And she was going to a meeting with other like-minded women that were racist as well. She made the meeting up in a church. So they all came there. It was like the first meeting. They look like average people. They did look like average, everyday people. And let's just get into it, to like the real nit and grit of the movie. So basically they had this meeting. They were saying all these racist things or things that was not nice that you would think that someone would say. And the lady Emily that was the school teacher, she had a husband. After the meeting, they wanted to continue to get to know each other. One of the ladies that was in the group, she owned a grocery store. I don't know if she owned the grocery store or just worked in the store. Who knows? She didn't look like she owned anything. Can I add one thing? Sure. The reason why that they like left is because I guess the guy who like owned the church, or like the pastor, father, whatever, had seen what she was doing, like that they were all in a meeting, they had like food and stuff, but they were like writing stuff on a board, like each point, like each person had a point, and that's what they were gonna work on and stuff. So basically he saw her like have that meeting, he was like, you gotta go. So she just made, because he was like, I'm gonna report you, I guess, to the police. And so they went to the grocery store. Maybe Asian or like just a different race from them. They weren't white. Just put it like that. Anybody that isn't white, they don't like it automatically, just because of experiences that they have or like how they were raised. So two girls came in the store, and the lady was like, we're closed. And she was like, oh, I just want to come in here and get some wine. And she was like, but we're closed. And she was like, but you're still ringing her up. Because the ladies was in the store, you know, getting items. And it just started with the going back and forth. And the lady Emily, the main character, she saw the girl and she recognized her. She knew her. So she came out. She was like, no, let her buy the wine. Because the girl was like, I'll buy the most expensive bottle of wine. And the girl, it was her and her sister. And the sister was like, let's just go. Okay, their names were Anne and Lily. The two girls that came in the store. Anne and Lily. Yeah. Emily was like, well, since she said she's going to buy the most expensive bottle of wine, let her. The girl Anne got it. She just got like the first one that like looked expensive. And it was like $300. And she grabbed it. Emily, and when she took it to the counter, Emily said, this bottle of wine is $300. I really don't think that bottle of wine was $300. Nothing in that store looked like it cost more than $10, to be honest with you. Because it looked like one of them grocery stores that be in Hills Have Eyes. It just looked like a little
you know how people just have like those stores, not like the gas station, but it looked just like a little cheap store. It didn't look like Food Line or nothing like crazy like that.
Yeah, it wasn't like a Publix or a Food Line.
Yeah, no.
I don't even know if it was on the scale of a Piggly Wiggly. It just looked like it had food items in there for people to just come in there and get. I don't even think they had steak, chicken, beef, lamb, turkey. I don't even think they had it.
It looked like it was passed down to her.
It's at best bologna, and that's as far as you're going to get. Okay? Because she had the wine up in the boxes up on the thing. It wasn't even like it was a whole separate area. You know how wine be on like little glass? It wasn't nothing like that. Okay, and plus the way she was dressed, nothing said grocery store. She kept telling her sister, let's just go. She pulled out her cash and paid with cash. Okay, so when they get ready to leave out the store,
Marjorie?
I think her name might have been Marjorie. Whatever, the tall one. She stood in front of them.
With the dress on.
With the dress on.
Oh, and also to add, I don't think that Emily liked Margie. Because she kept on saying, like, smart remarks to her. She didn't like her for whatever reason. I guess because she wore a dress. I don't know. She just didn't like her. And it's like, you don't like other races, but you got your own people talking to you crazy.
You don't suppose to dislike people in the first place.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, they was hating other races so much, but look at how your own people talk to you is what I'm saying. That's, like, my point.
Yeah.
The woman had paid in cash. So, basically, she just pulled out, like, a bunch of 20s and, like, other cash and paid for it. So, she was like, oh, the only person that has that is, like, not a stripper, but they... a W word, because you can't say...
Well...
you can't blank it out. They call her a W word.
Put it like this, I might give it out of both a panty. What? A person that might give it out both panty legs. That's what you don't say like that. You know, and so, and the way she was standing in front of her, and as you watch
right,
the
like
movie,
this girl about 6 foot. I'm not knocking nobody because I'm tall, but you are towering over me.
Me watching this movie, when that was happening, it started getting me heated, and I was getting mad.
I wanted to add was that when she walked in and she was like, "We're closed," they should have left. Yeah, because she was refusing because they're different races. And then also the one named Leslie got in it too. But because she was going back and forth with the other one.
And Leslie was like really, really mean. And you can tell.
The one that got black hair. You'll see when you are around
when you watch the movie, the one that's the meanest one, Leslie. She looked like she bite her toenails. Like, this woman she just reeks of evilness. It seemed like it was just too easy with the hatred and with the hatred and the way it was acting.
I feel like they were kind of stereotyping in a way because she had been in prison, this Leslie girl.
The lady Emily brother was in prison.
Oh yeah, so basically they were going back and forth, about to fight, and then the girl Kim had brought her gun out. So they running out, you know, because she got a gun, and she was yelling, "Get the F out, get that!" So they ran out, and then like as they were like running out or whatever, Lily had turned around and said something about Kim's brother who's in prison.
Put it like this: what she said about what she said about him being in prison, and what she hopes happened to him, it made Emily upset. So it really just pissed her. I can't believe she said that. But look at all the things that you all four other women were saying to these ladies.
Listen, some more parts too. I'm sorry.
If we telling y'all the whole movie. I mean, it is a movie review, but spoiler alert or whatever. This is what we took from the movie.
The title gonna be if you want to know every second.
It might be every second.
No, we can't go into every second.
Say caution. You know, if you're sensitive to certain things, warning. It's a trigger warning. And it should be for just a human being in general who got feelings, because it's like, even though it's a movie, it's like when I watched it, I was like, who wrote this? Because we're going to continue on, because at the end of the day, whoever wrote the movie, Soft and Quiet, my name is Dionne. My email address is in the description box. Please, there has to be a sequel, a part 2. And it needs to be called Hard and Loud. And let me help you write it. We ain't talking about these people, y'all, but we're not talking about the people. We're talking about the character. I'm sorry, lady. I'm not trying to offend nobody, to make nobody mad, but I'm talking about the character. It's just the way your character that you played made me feel. And it's like, you be looking at the TV. That's why you got to really watch the stuff that you watch. And that's what I be telling her, like, when you get TikTok recommendations, you can't always watch that stuff, because it will put stuff in your spirit and in your mind.
I live on a hill, but I live in so-and-so. Like, basically, because this woman is another race, like, she shouldn't be
like
she
how
shouldn't have
live in
this.
here and I live in an apartment or something.
Yeah, basically
talking
down.
Nothing to do with her.
Right. She was like, oh, I know where she lived. Like, sometimes you gotta keep tabs on people. So basically, I guess she was a stalker as well. So anyways, they get to the house. The husband is like, we shouldn't do this. There were so many chances where they could have just left it alone. So they going off of him like, you need to lighten up, blah, blah, like, just because he told them they got 5 minutes. So anyways, they all get out the car, and then they head to the house. So they find the key somewhere. Because you know how people have a spare key outside their house? Y'all, PSA 2, do not leave. PSA, do not leave a spare key and a fake rock. And I've seen people buy like fake rocks and do that. No, keep all your keys on you because she ended up finding it. They used a spare key to get in the house. The house, you wouldn't think, like, just say if you watched it in the movie and you saw that part, you would have thought that all 4 of them lived there. That they so casually was walking in there, in the fridge, in the upstairs, in the attic.
And the thing with the movie too is like, why didn't they have an alarm system?
They didn't have no cameras, no nothing. I was running that too.
2 girls come home. Well, actually, one come in the house first.
They had groceries or something.
They had groceries, so she come in there. They grab her. Then the other sister, as she come and the husband leave, and he grabs her and takes her.
Because he was like, because they had started tying her up or something like that. So he was like, I'm leaving, I'm not doing this. So he walks up the steps. So he see the sister, and she trying to run away, but he grabs her and throws her in the house. So now both of them are in the house, and then he leaves.
And they tie these girls up, and the girls are like scared, and they just saying stuff to them, and it's just really, really sad. They had their mouths taped up. Girls didn't bother y'all, and y'all did this. It's like, what was y'all trying? For one, y'all just met each other, and y'all doing all this evil stuff.
They were supposed to just make them afraid for 5 minutes is what they thought that they... My whole thing is, what else were they gonna do to these women? They unalived both girls, put them in a bag, and then so the girl Emily is left to clean up the mess and to make it look like crying, trying to wipe stuff off, trying to clean,
wipe stuff off, and all this kind of stuff. 1, 2, 3, row. 1, 2, 3, row. And she was like, "Here, no, let's go further. 1, 2, 3." Row. Like dark outside. You know, whenever you go into the water, it's dark. You can't see. I was telling Miracle, I hope they get lost out there. It needs to be a sequel or a part 2. Or something, and it needs to be where it's not like 2 years go by. No, I want to see what happened after they rode their ass back to that truck. What was the conversation like in the car? And where they all went their separate ways. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, so that movie was definitely interesting. It definitely was not horror. I guess it could be horror because somebody broke to your house and hurt you. I don't know what words you can see on YouTube, but that was the horror part. But I definitely think that it should have been like suspense or something like that, or thriller.
I can kind of see the horror in it because of the simple fact that can actually be real life. And that's horrible to even think about that people actually live that way and think that way and actually do things like that. So that's the horror part in it because that's like, it's not relatable, but it can be a reality. So yeah, guys, this concludes our review. Spoiler alert.
What would you rate the movie? Like 5 out of 4 or 5 stars? How many stars is it? 4, right?
Out of 4 or 5 stars?
Yeah, what would you rate it? I wouldn't watch it again. I know that.
No.
I definitely wouldn't watch it
Just
again.
like they movie for Color Girls. That's one movie I watched one time. I never watched
I haven't
again.
seen it.
I would rate the movie, you said 4 out of 5?
Out of 4 stars, what would you rate?
Out of 4 stars. I would rate the movie a 3.
I would give it 2.5 in trigger warnings. If you are sensitive to racial slurs or people getting like tortured, stuff like that, in our scenes, if you have like just basically trigger warnings, anything that could this movie is like really offensive, I'll say. So yeah, if you don't like stuff like that, you can just skip out. If you want to see it, you can. I know a lot of people said once they got to that scene with the girls tied up, they turned it off. So
yeah, because it's very disturbing because they was really, really scared. I honestly feel like everybody played their parts very well. Everyone played their parts very well, so that was a good thing. And it was good too because I don't recall seeing any of those people that actually played in the movie. I don't recall seeing them in other
they
movies.
looked like they were new actors, maybe.
So that was a good thing. Yeah. So we really do appreciate you all for watching this video. Comment down below if you have seen the movie Soft and Quiet, and if you have seen the movie, let us know what you guys thought. And if you do have any other movie recommendations or show recommendations, please comment down below and let us know that you would like us to discuss or do a review on. Thank you for being my special guest for today for this review.
Welcome.
For Soft and Quiet. And guys, let's all love one another. Let's be happy. And let's be well. Okay, last thing, if you are not subscribed to my channel, Dionne's Life, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can receive alerts for each and every time I upload, and become a chat partner. I'm wishing you all out there peace of mind because what?
A peace of mind is the greatest thing. Something.
A peace of mind is one of the greatest things in the world.
Yeah, something.
Always remember that you guys are great. And as always, take care, stay safe, and be blessed. Bye.
Bye.